Hi, I'm Carol Cervantes, and I am going to give you a short lesson on compare and contrast. I made this lesson myself, so I'm hoping that you will like it. And here I go. Hello, students. You know that yesterday we touched on compare and contrast in the classroom. Now, Susie, what is compare and contrast? Okay, yes, you're close. Yes, you do have to find out what they have alike. But what do you think contrast is? That's right, contrast is what they have different. So let's now look into this lesson further so that we can get a better idea of what compare and contrast is while using a story and a poem. Okay. The directions for the activities are that you're going to read the short story and the poem, The Growing Tree. You're going to complete the Venn diagram at the end of the lesson, and you will be submitting it as part of your activities. You are going to be able to work in groups, so uh, you'll be able to submit one paper per group. Okay, now let's get started. I am going to go ahead and read to you The Growing Tree. A beautiful tree stood tall in the middle of the field. Do you ever wonder how the tree became so big? A tree starts off as a seed that is planted into the ground. But what if there wasn't any seeds to plant? Seeds come from many different places. The wind can blow the seeds off a tree or plant from one place to another. Once the seed lands in a certain spot, it can begin the process of becoming a tree. As the seed receives the sun and water from the earth, it starts to grow roots. Before you know it, there is a sprout growing out of the ground. With anticipation and wonder, that little sprout grows to have leaves and branches. What a wonder it is to see something begin to grow from just a little seed to becoming such a beautiful and majestical tree. Now, who can tell me a little bit about what that story is about? Okay, Johnny. Yes, that's true. It's about how trees are made and how the earth can contribute to the growing of trees and plants. Very good. Now, I'm going to read to you a poem. And then after I'm done, you are going to get into your groups and then you're going to tell me what you think is alike and what you think it's different about the poem and the uh, the story. The Growing Tree poem. A tree tall and majestical, full of grand and dignity, shading us with angelical wings as we lay underneath its antiquity. Oh, how they look like royal kings just flowing a must with fertility. Tree, tree, oh, beautiful tree, please play your apron springs to me. Yes, now that is a poem, and you all know that a poem rhymes. A poem it's like a story, but it's just very simple and short. It rhymes, and there's different types of poetry, and we will discuss that later at a different lesson. Now, just by looking at some of the words, okay, Susie, what words do you see that are alike? That's right, majestical. Okay, that's one. That's a big word, right? Um, what else? Okay, Johnny. All right. Well, you see tree, so yes, that's true, tree, and how it grows. Very good. Now, what are some things that are different in the story? What can you tell me that are different? Did the poem discuss how a tree is made? So that's different, isn't it? The poem um, just gave you information on a tree, but not just how it's made. So that's something that's different. So now in your groups, I want you to take out the Venn diagram and I want you to list a few things that you see that are different on one side, and in the middle, I want you to write what they have that is the same. You can use words, you can draw a picture if you want, um, but once you're done, you'll be submitting that for a grade. And this is my lesson, and I hope you like it. I made up that story and I made up that poem, and I thought it would be something that you would enjoy. Thank you.